the matter, baby? You don't like being on video? Why? Why are you fixing your hair now? Like instantly you started fixing your hair when the camera got on you. Why are you looking out the window?
I don't want to make up my video.
Just left Lowe's. Got some water sprinkler stuff. Go home, try to put it in. That way she don't have to worry about watering the seed when I'm going. You like watering the grass for me? Huh?
Yeah.
You do?
Sure.
Why were you shaking your head no before I pointed the camera at you? Eli, you having camera fright? Like you get nervous when the camera gets on you? I get nervous when the camera's on me. Because 7 billion people can see you. Y'all want a snowball? $5 snowballs, that's the way to beat the heat. What'd you get?
Spearmint.
What'd you get?
Tiger blood.
Tiger blood? I got tiger blood too with cream. Boogie?
These are the chips.
You got some chips? Huh? Oh, he's got stage fright. He's frozen in the camera. Anyway. So that's what we're doing. We're going back to Lowe's because I forgot the thing. The timer. Alright, so today we got to rig up some type of water sprinkler system that's going to work for this area. I'm not doing in-ground irrigation right now. The impact sprinklers that I usually use for the front yard, they're not going to work on this area. It's a odd looking, long, different curves and corners and widths and all that. So I come up with this plan here to be able to cover this area and try to get every square inch. I've got this Orbit Max. It says it'll cover 70 feet width and 64 feet in length. So I'm going to use that for the biggest, widest part back here. And then all I did was I stuck with the same company, same brand, and I just went down one step. And this one covers 64 feet in width and 60 feet in length. So I'm going to use these for the narrow section up here, out by the road and here in the middle. And then hopefully this big one here is going to be able to take care of this back spot. I've got 2 of those. And then this is a Melnor Hydrologic timer. Got this at Lowe's. It's got 4 different zones on it. I'm gonna try it out, see how it works. I'll let y'all know once I use it and how it does on this job, whether or not I recommend it. And then I'm gonna have to leave these water hoses on, and my typical water hoses, the no kink hoses, all the rubber hoses. In this heat, sometimes it can get up well over 100 degrees down here in South Mississippi, and these hoses have a tendency of swelling up, getting a hemorrhoid is what I call it. They'll get a hemorrhoid right by the connection. It'll swell up, bust. That's the last thing I want to happen out here, because if that hose busts, it'll wash everything down this hill. So I've got these 0G water hoses. I've seen these, got a 100-foot each. They're $58. But the 100-foot rubber ones are $48. So I mean, it's a $10 difference. We're gonna try these out and see how they do. Plus, I mean, when you're not using them, they go into like a bucket. So, all right. So we're gonna try rigging this up. I'm gonna check out this deal. Hopefully, it's got 4 different times that I can water during the day on that timer. That way, I can keep this seed wet. because right now it's killing me trying to do it by hand. And like I said, the impact sprinklers aren't working because whenever it sprays onto the driveway, then it wants to run down. Once it gets to the driveway, then it comes through this area here and tries to wash all the seed away. So I've got to do something that stays only on the grass or the dirt, the seed, whatever, and keeps it wet. So let's get started rigging this up and see how it's going to work. Let's get everything opened up and see how it works. That's pretty handy. Slides in there. That's pretty nice. Okay, so it looks like we just take the back off of here and load in 2 AA batteries. So we got the batteries in. Let's pull this junk off the screen. Let's see. That was easy. Great. Can't run them in series. Might not have to. Alright, let's see what this thing does. I think it might be actually in a good spot. Alright, so here it is. It's Melnor. It's got 4 different zones on it. Right now I've got 1, 2, and 3. And this is 1 in the back right here, 2 in the middle, and 3 out by the road. And you can see I've got it right here, 1, 2, and 3. Zone 4 is actually off. That is my manual sprayer. I can just turn it on like that or turn it off. Alright, now if you see the screen up here, it's showing you 3:45. Next start time, 7 p.m. There's my 7:12 for zone 2, 7:24 for zone 3. There you go, and then it goes back to what time it is. Actually, this is pretty easy. Whenever you fire it up, you just hit this right here, and you put the batteries in, you hit that right there, you set your time, and then you go to start watering, and it has the different zones right there. You set what time you want to start watering during the day, how long you want to do it on each zone, and how often you want to do it on each zone. And you go through each zone and set it up the way you want it. And it's pretty easy, it's pretty nice. I'm not going to give you a full walkthrough on how to do that. You can get it. It's got simple instructions. It's got 8-step instructions, show you exactly how to do it. And then it doesn't start again until the next morning at 7 a.m. So there it is. And then here's those 0G water hoses. You don't have to worry about them getting what I call hemorrhoids, where these rubber hoses, they'll if you leave them on, they'll swell up right here sometimes where they're put together and get like a little bubble right there, like a hemorrhoid or whatever you want to call it, a blister. And then these 0Gs, these are pretty nice. They're covered in canvas. So, and I haven't had any issues with them yet. So, other than that, it's pretty easy. Okay. So, here's the side yard. After we spread the seed and we put out the fertilizer and then covered it the next day, I think, I got lost in my days with everything that was going on. The hurricane was past, everything was good. I thought, you know, hey, we're in the clear. all we're gonna do is get a few showers, and that'll help water it, you know. But got the new watering system installed with the timer and the sprinklers, and I left and went to some of my family's house. And while we was gone, our neighbor called and said there was a really bad storm. Were we okay? And all this kind of stuff. That storm washed away everything. I thought it washed away everything. And I'm gonna turn the camera around here and show you in a minute. There's a lot of it missing. I mean, I am gonna have to do some overseeding or some reseeding or something, but for the most part, it's still not too bad considering how bad the storm was, and the fact that all the dirt that I put in is actually in the backyard, which I'll show you too. It's actually down around the corner, up under the deck. So I guess putting that fertilizer down and letting the root system kind of start on those seeds, maybe they held on just enough to be able to get started. So I'm turning the camera around, show you what we're working with, and talk you through it, walk you through it, all that good stuff. All right, so we're out here by the road. There's the side yard. If we get down here, you can see that we have germination. I thought it was all gone, but you can see right here that there is Bermuda everywhere. I mean, it is everywhere, and each one of those seeds is a plant, so I know I'm gonna have good coverage up here. And we got a mole, so hopefully the neighbor's cat will get that. I don't know. So you got a cluster of seeds right there coming up, and this is, I don't know, like 10-12 days, something like that. But I'll walk down here. You can see this is where a bunch of the Milorganite and some of the peat moss kind of washed down here into this area. There's a bunch of seeds there. So you can see here that it washed down to here, but I mean there was also some that stayed. As you can see right there where it washed from, that there's still a lot of grass coming up. But you can see right here where the sand is, it kind of washed going that way. And then looking out across there, there's not a, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot. But if you get down here and you get to looking, there is little grass plants about every 6 inches, which I can live with that. Might have to fertilize the piss out of it, but I can live with it. This over here by the house is doing really good. This is the first germination I actually saw. You see it coming up, and this is this seed is Mirage 2 Bermuda seed. It's about same category as Tiff Way or something, Princess 77. But so that's the hill, and then this down here is where everything washed. So we're just gonna keep watering it 4 times a day, 7, 11, 3, and 7. Yeah, 7, 11, 3, and 7, something like that. And I'll give you updates as it grows. I mean, it's like watching grass grow, literally. So I'll keep you updated and all that good stuff. Hey guys, I just want to do a 2-week update on the grass seed back here, the Mirage 2 grass seed. It's you can see behind me here. It's got a pretty good green tint to it. We got a lot of germination out here by the road. I'll get down here. You can see the Bermuda's coming in pretty good. A lot of crabgrass coming in right here. I'm not gonna be able to focus on all these weeds right now, My goal is to get the grass grown in, get it thick, and get it established before it goes dormant in the fall. There's also some spots like down here where you've got brand new germination still happening right down here. So here's some of the tall stuff here, and then so you can see there's some germinating right there. So there's sprinkler number 1 up there. Here's sprinkler number 2, or zone 2. Come back here around the corner by this stuff. I don't know what you call that stuff, but this stuff. And there's a lot of germination back here. And each one of these is a Bermuda plant. So if I've got Bermuda plants like out here, right there it's real thick. But over here I might only have that many. But that's a plant per seed. So a lot of that's gonna start spreading. It's gonna start going into these bare areas. If it can't fight for nutrients right there close to each other, it's gonna spread out and go over here where it can get some nutrients. So it's not ideal the way I wanted it, but I believe we're gonna be okay. We're gonna have an established Bermuda yard before the fall hits. Once again, that's the damage that the rain did. It washed all the dirt down there and around the corner. Alright, so you can see behind me here, got my sprinkler system here that I have rigged up for this. It's not a permanent system. It's just to make sure that these seeds get water when they're supposed to get water. This one here is a impact sprinkler. Got it from Lowe's for like, I think it was 2 in a pack for like $19 or something like that. This is zone 1. Yeah, this is zone 1, and it covers this whole back area here, all on the fence, all the way back here to where I stopped there. So this right here covers all of this. And then you've got zone 2. This is zone 2. It's about halfway. Then you can see in the distance right there, zone 3. It's very important to keep your seed watered 4 times a day. 7 in the morning, 11 during the day, right before lunch, 3 o'clock in the evening, and then 7 o'clock at night. 7, 11, 3, 11, 7. 7, 11, 3, 7. There you go. 4 times a day. But that's the absolute most important part of planting grass seed is watering it. It doesn't matter if you put out fertilizer. You don't have to. It doesn't matter how deep you get it. This right here is only supposed to be 1/8 of an inch deep. Sitting on top of the ground, it germinates. I mean, I just showed you a video where it germinated on the concrete and on the bricks, but it had water. The only thing it got was water on that concrete, and it still germinated. So the most important thing that you can do is water, water, water. Don't flood it, water it. So what I do is I have this one set up for 7, 11, 3, and 7. And it waters for 10 minutes in the front zone. I think like 6 to 8 minutes in the middle zone. And 12 minutes back here in this zone. It's the largest area, and it's a different type of sprinkler, so I give it a few more minutes. And you just have to judge it and adjust that by eye. Is it getting enough water? If it's not, then water it longer. And if you look over here to the back, I have another water hose stretched out there. That's in case I have to do any manual watering. So if there's any manual watering, it's going to be probably around the edges, or if you have a gap in coverage, like in between the sprinklers or something. But you want to make sure that you keep it watered. Alright, well that's it for the grass update, or the grass seed update. I really appreciate everybody's support watching the videos. Please comment, subscribe if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I'm just going to keep going with this. I'm going to keep renovating my yard. I'm going to keep learning. I might make some mistakes, and then you can learn from the mistakes too. Eventually I'll be, mowing with a real mower and doing all kinds of stuff like the pros do. But for right now, we're getting started. I'm using tools, everyday tools that anyone can get from Lowe's. I got a Troy built lawnmower, a steel weed eater. I've got primitive yard tools. I don't have none of these $2,500 mowers or nothing like that. We'll get to there, but this is where we're starting. If you have any questions, I'll respond as quick as I can. I'll get back to you, and I hope y'all enjoy my videos. I'm trying to work on my editing. I'm trying to work on letting my personality come out more in the videos. Subscribe to get updates on how this Bermuda grass is doing and anything in the future or any other projects. And I'm going to try to do a video a week. My work schedule is in and out, so just bear with me. I'm going to try to do a video a week, if not more. I appreciate everything y'all are doing. I'll see y'all in the next video.